Hey, welcome to Finland.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
How would you describe your character?
Well, Neville sort of started off in the early films as a very shy and vulnerable young man who was easily bullied, and he had no confidence and no self belief. But you know he looked up to Harry, and Harry sort of inspired him over the years. And so we get into this last one where Neville's really starting to take on a lot of responsibilities that Harry left behind when he went to search for the Horcruxes, and he really steps into the breach, if you like, and assumes control, becomes a leader, which no one ever thought he could do, and he becomes even actually so far along the line that he's actually reckless. He just wants to do the right thing no matter what. He doesn't even have a consideration for his own safety. He's ready to put his life on the line for his friends and for what he believes in, and he's come a long way.
Well, do you have anything in common with your character?
Well, I'm very clumsy and forgetful, like terribly so. So they're quite in common there. But I don't know. I always sort of said that we weren't similar, because he's quite a geeky kind of character and stuff. But the way he's come on, I think he's surpassed me now. In that fierce loyalty he's got to his friends. Like, I think we're quite similar in that. Like, my friends, mean everything to me. That kind of that willing to do anything for what you believe in. I'd like to think that was me. I mean, I don't really know. I've never had to go to war or anything over something I believe in, but I'd like to think that if the time came, I'd sort of stand up like Neville and be counted. But I don't know. He's quite a courageous guy.
Well, what kind of memories you have from your journey with Harry Potter as an actor?
Oh, so many great memories. I remember getting the role. The first time I got the role, I went crazy. Actually, I was jumping up and down on the sofa, just really happy. And I remember my first day at work when it was the broomstick lesson with Madam Hooch, and we'd had the broomstick flew away and Neville crashed into the wall and stuff. I remember all that. I remember meeting people like Paul McCartney and Kate Beckinsale, all these people that I've met like, along the way, and just think, wow, that's been pretty. I'd never have met these people if it weren't for being Harry Potter. And just got some fantastic memories over the years. Just times when we've gone out together, all the cast as mates and stuff. My 21st birthday this year is a big memory because everyone came up from work, and it was just I had all my friends from Leeds as well, where I live, and they all got on. It was a really great night, so I remember that.
Draco Malfoy's actor said that Harry Potter took away his childhood. What do you think about that? Did Harry Potter ruin your childhood?
See, I was always really lucky. I mean, my childhood obviously wasn't the same as a lot of people. I would have liked to have been on the school football team a lot longer than I was, but I was never at school. I'd like to have been to a lot more parties and stuff when we were at school, but I'd never say I regretted it or anything like that. It's just I had a great childhood. I've got all the same friends that I had from before Harry Potter. They stay with me all the way through. And I got back to Leeds, where I live, as much as possible. I always tried to get back there. So no, I don't think I missed out on too much. Enough to complain about it anyway. I had a great time, and I still am. So no, it was alright. Not bad.
I bet you have seen these films you're in once or twice in your life, and have you ever thought when you have watched those films that, oh God, I wish I would have done that differently?
Yeah, no, I have. I mean, I'm quite critical of my work anyway. I don't tend to think I'm very good, and so I'm always looking at myself in a critical fashion, and that's why I don't really like watching the films very much. I'll only try and watch them once, maybe twice, if I have to, but I'd rather not, because I spend the whole time literally not enjoying it at all, just focusing on what I could have done differently. But I think that's the same with a lot of actors, and just people in professionals. Anyway, just you always look at your work and think, what could I have done to do better? I don't think any actor can ever say that they're at their peak, sort of. They know everything there is to know about acting. They did everything perfectly. You always look and think, well, I can still learn. I can learn a lot from this and move on and do better next time. So yeah, there's a few occasions where I thought I could do something different.
Well, are there any things you'd like to reveal about the upcoming films?
Well, yeah, we're gonna see Neville in part one. He wasn't sort of in the book so much until towards the end, but it's going to be in part one, and you start to see Neville's rebellious nature come through, the rebellion starting, you know, at school, and he just wants to be a fly in the ointment for the Death Eaters. He wants to cause as much trouble as possible, whilst at the same time preparing the rest of the students for the coming battle. So he's just it's actually flicker of that in part one, but it's gonna be brilliant. You know, we spent a long time making it. We've all done our very best, knowing we want to go out on a high and getting as much as possible for everyone. So yeah, I think you'll enjoy it.